Oh, hold on. Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Okay, so sorry, I'm yelling into the mic. All right, everything's good. We're good. The mic should be better. The mic should be better. I adjusted the gain on it. Let me know. But y'all trickle in, welcome in. We need the funk. Good to see y'all, man. Welcome back to another one. All right, let's do this. All right, yeah, yesterday, dude. Listen, yesterday got chopped up pretty bad. Y'all saw that. Probably was getting a little bit of FOMO. I don't do well in markets that don't I don't want to say don't trend, but dude, ranges. Ooh, ranges suck. I hate ranges. So, yeah, we called it early yesterday. Did some decent trading in the overnight session because we actually did get some follow through to the downside. That's all we need sometimes, just follow through. Anyways, look how many funded accounts I have now. I got 20 of the Apex. Is this Apex? Yes, this is Apex. Did y'all know that they have static accounts? Did you fix your mic? I think I fixed the mic. Let me know. I think the only issue is that I'm yelling into it, but if I just talk normally, it should be fine. Y'all let me know how the mic sounds. Yeah, these are Apex accounts, man. Did y'all know that they had static accounts? The drawdown's very tight. Apex have static. Yeah, they have a 100K account that's static. It's not great, but it's good enough. Oh my god. It should be great. It's a great microphone. Supposedly. It has static? Oh my. The mic has static or Apex has static? Mic no good, making static. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. I thought I had fixed it. Should have did a test run. Does anybody have a Shure microphone? Does anybody know how to fix this? Turn the gain down a little bit. Any better? Any better? Just gonna press buttons and hope that it works. Volume pretty low. Alright, anyways, let's just try to focus. I know it sucks. Yeah, the connection. Yeah. Dude, I don't know, bro. I need like an actual... I need noise cancellation. You know what? Give me a second. We're gonna wait for a setup anyways. I'm thinking maybe to try to sell through the overnight low at 550. That's gonna take a while to set up. Let me mess around with some settings. Noise suppression. See if we can add a noise suppression thing. Filter. Okay, I have a noise suppression filter on. Damn, bro, damn. You still trade Top Step Live. Every single day I trade it, man. I trade it every single day. Not today, though. I was trying to buy the dip yesterday, so I hit my loss limit on it, but I did good on some other accounts. I don't know, guys. The microphone is honestly it's more of a pain in the butt than it is like. I was really excited. Christmas gift, $500 microphone, and I can't get it to work. The dang man, 40K on the day. I mean, not really. I mean, yeah, but these are all still evals at the moment, except for this account. This is my Tradeify live account right there. It's my Top Step live account. Anyways, yeah, Apex has it's a benefit of 100K static. Well, Apex usually you have intraday drawdown, but static drawdown is just like a set number. So on this 100K account, I think it's like $670 of drawdown. Take another payout on Top Step. I don't really know. I can't really keep up with the amount of payouts I take. I'm pretty active about the payouts I take on there, and I let y'all know, but not recently, no. I'll take a full day to figure out the mic issue, but in the meantime, let's look on some higher time frames on NQ. Bro, how many accounts you copy trading? Oh, that makes 40. That makes 40. That was a really ugly rejection that we saw right before the open on the jobless claims. I've just seen weak price action kind of near low day. Can we trade on Top Step today? You can, bro. You can. Presto says, how much does that cost investment-wise? This is a good question. These 20 Apex accounts, the static accounts, which I'm going to give a shot. I'm going to give these Apex static accounts a shot because I hate intraday drawdown. $19 for one account, so I got 20 of them, $200. With code BPC, they have a 90% off sale right now, so 20 accounts for $200 is not a bad little starter up. Trade a couple micros on it. The max drawdown, this like the hard deck is like $600 of drawdown. You can't let your balance go. For me, my max loss would be like around 99,250 or 350. Goals to get 70, nice. I guess we have 40 right here. All right. But yeah, we're not going to do more than like 3 micros. The profit goal is 2,000. The drawdown, the static drawdown is like $600, a little bit more, 600 and some change. No. They do have activation fees, but the evals themselves are pretty cheap. And I've never tried these static accounts, so I'm trying them today. See how good this setup can look for a break under 550. Does it want to slap us in the face here? That's kind of the idea. Look for a trade through 550 into a new low. With how aggressive that selling was, I think that's really the only trade. It's like a head and shoulders on the hourly. This came up, retested the range, and sold back down. See if we can take out the overnight lows. Your mic is too quiet. Chat. It's a struggle, man. It's an honest struggle. These Shure microphones are definitely not plug and play, I'll tell you that much. They're actually a pain in the butt. in the butt. No, I'm not muted. It's just, we're working on it, chat. We're working on it. I know it's a struggle. Alright, let's check out, like, gold. InQ may give us a better setup, but I think the odds of us, I mean, we could get back above 600, and then it's just, we can't really take an entry down here. Trying to get better with the entries. Trying to be more disciplined with the entries. Not just getting in the middle of the range when I can help myself. What you looking for, B, the rest of the session? I would love to see us go and try to get underneath the overnight lows here. If we can get a decent short setup. Just a sweep of 50s on NQ. I mean, I like the setup. I like the setup for that. See how we react to 590s. So we get back above 600. They want to stay out of the way because we could possibly trend back to, where's VWAP at? Like 620? What's good, Amin? What accounts are you trading? Trading my live accounts, trading evals. Right now, trying to trade these Apex evals. Not a fan of silver. I think it's just a little bit too volatile for me, especially with these accounts with how little drawdown I have. Okay, I'm in on the retest of 580. Just 3 micros across 20 Apex across 20 Apex evals. Looking for 550s here. I'm okay with the tight drawdown on these accounts. What I really like is that I don't have to worry about the intraday. Like if we go into profit, then it retraces. Like that to me sucks. I hate that. It's a little slow, a little hesitant to break. Nice rejection off 86. Well, those Apex, yeah, these are Apex then. Which software are we using? Yeah, it's called Trade Seeker. Good looking out. Yeah, chat. We're gonna figure the mic stuff out, but I'm not gonna like. We've already hit go live, so it's like I'm not gonna try to figure out the technical issues right now. We'll figure that out in the next one. We'll just have to deal with it. This is the most stubborn. I mean, this shit reminds me of yesterday and the day before. Just refusing to break. See if we can do it off that 83. I think this is a good market environment to trade these static accounts and not the intradays with how just choppy we can get. Much rather be trading something, even with a tighter drawdown, that's not going to trail me when it's this choppy. Chad, are you allowed to DCA on Apex accounts? What's the DCA? What are the DCA rules? Yo, appreciate the kind words, George. Have a good new year, man. Where's your stop? I've got a mental stop. I mean, I'll stop it out if we get above 600. Just hit the button. Cross your fingers, brother. Top X has been scaring me lately. I feel that, bro. I feel that. I seem to be doing better on like Trade of 8 related accounts for whatever reason. Project X is like a curse for me. Alright, can we just break 68 like butter? Alright, so the profit target on these 100k static accounts is 2,000. Not trying to make that all in one day, especially not with... What the... Look at that wick not fill that. Come on, brother. How'd that wick not fill that order? Yeah, so the profit target, we're looking for 2k. Overnight lows are here at 50s. This is like where I'm looking for 60s to go to 50s, like quickly. If we BS a little too much here, I'll just cut it. Yeah, we just want to take base hits right now, and it's very slow. Base hits, and we'll get to the 2k. I still got a long way to go on these other evals as well. All right, called 100. Called 100. Should have stayed in it. I don't know. It's interesting. Does anybody ever feel like when you I feel like if I was in this trade at any other time, or like on a live account or on a funded account, I would be waiting for a breakout. We wouldn't get it. And then it's just weird. Sometimes I feel like the market, and you don't know ever until like hindsight, but I don't know. It was just being so sticky, and I was like, you know what? I can probably look. I'm in some profit. Let me take it, and then let me see if I can get back in. I keep getting that thought lately. Let me see if I can get back in, and then we just break right before. That's been an interesting thing to me. Keep thinking. Every time I look for a breakout trade, it seems like we bounce back to my entry like 50 times before we actually break. So it's kind of interesting. Anyways, that was decent. 100 bucks. All right, so we need to get to 2,000, which we're not going to get to in one day or anything, but we're trying to kind of build a buffer and pull off of that static drawdown hard floor there. Could have gotten out way better out of that, but I thought we were going to BS a little bit for some reason. Yeah, the markets are like melting down. It's really interesting stuff. That hourly is like, ugh. Then it scale in and it always retraces when I'm heavy. Yeah, that's kind of the risk, because you're like pulling your average down. But when it hits, those are nice. Those are nice. It's that's about how I expected this first trade to go, though. A couple micros, 100 bucks. Happy. We need to get to 2,000. Maybe we'll try to get a couple $100 today. But what's cool is I'm copy trading like the take profit accounts. I'm copy trading the trade day accounts. I can't pass these in anything quicker than 5 days anyways. So it's like no rush. No rush. See if we can get some possible reversal setups here. Wouldn't be opposed to going to MES now that we have taken that low. You could maybe argue that M and Q is maybe a little bit better to trade, like looking for a breakout. because of how volatile it can get on breakouts. And then if you want to get in like a longer hold time trade and catch a trend, maybe look to take ES. MNQ for quick scout breakout trades, ES for like longer hold time trend continuation trades. That might be a decent idea. We're at like last week's low. It still got room to break 912. We're just sinking lower. What are we seeing, chat? What are we seeing? Any crazy trades? I know it was kind of a crazy morning. The overnight was kind of wild. I don't know if y'all traded that, but just continued selling. I guess at some point, if you caught that low, would a trade back up? And then it's all the way back down. Disgusting. Yeah, actually good, but you will get caught up in the reverse position hedge rule if you try to trade both like that. What do you mean? Reverse position hedging if you try to trade both like that. What did we talk about hedging? Oh, look at this bounce here on NQ. Can't hear you at all? God, bro. God. Testing. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It keeps getting worse. Every time I try to fix it, it keeps getting worse. Let me do what I did yesterday. Let me put it back to how it was yesterday, if that was better, I guess. What do we do, chat? What do we do? What here do we do? Better. Wait, I don't even remember what the chat. I don't. Okay. I know what I did. Dude, I don't know. This shit's so confusing. Leave it. It's so confusing. I turned the dial up on the audio interface, which I guess is the volume and not the gain. I don't know, bro. It's like rocket science to get the microphone to sound good. I don't know. Sorry about the technical difficulties, chat. We're working on it. What's going on? What's good, Ram? Appreciate y'all chilling in here. Yeah, dude, Apex, look, I think it's a great time to go try. Look, there's a lot of firms I prefer over Apex, but with the 90% off, 20 static accounts, you can get static accounts, no intraday, static. The drawdown's very tight. For a 100K account, the drawdown's like 650 bucks, maybe a little bit more. But it doesn't trail you. It's flat. Like, you can't go under the account balance by 670. I think that's a good deal, honestly. Anyways, I'm gonna try them out. Sounds crystal clear. Gain equals the increased static. All right, bet. As long as y'all say so. What do we think, man? Is there any technical reason here for NQ to reverse? other than New Year rally and New Year's. We filled the gap. A lot of time I feel like traders like think, oh, okay, we filled the gap, now we're just gonna reverse it. Didn't necessarily have to be true. Hate trailing drawdown. This is not trailing, it's static drawdown. It is static. It doesn't trail you. Doesn't trail you end of day, doesn't trail you intraday. Now the drawdown is much tighter, but it does not trail you. I wouldn't suggest using more than like 3 micros on this account. Sounds great. I appreciate that. Good. Still going down, yeah. I mean, we filled the gap. I think some people think we just automatically reverse when we get a gap fill. No Santa rally, man. No Santa rally. Okay, well, where would our next target be if we get short on NQ here? Do we get an aggressive retest of like 70s, 80s? Let's find out. Which one's better? Well, they're the same price, and you don't have to worry about a profitable trade blowing your account. So I think the statics are better. I just now started using them. We're gonna just try to take base hits, build some profit. The more profit you build, the more your drawdown increases, and then we got to get to a profit target like 2K. Not that hard to do. Easier said than done, but not that hard to do. Yeah, they have 100K static, but I mean, every account right now on Apex is $19 regardless. So a 50K, a 100K, a 150K, a 200K, a 3. They're all 19 bucks, and the activation fees are all the same. Yeah, VWAP's like not out of reach, but it's kind of in an awkward spot. The midpoint of that massive reversal, 615. You figure out Trade Syncer? I did, man. Volume much better, appreciate it. Yeah, what I need to, I cannot use Project X as like the lead account. I can't even use it as a follower account. My Top Step account needs to be totally separate, and then I'll just use Trade Evade account. Trade Evade accounts work really well. I don't really have issues at all. So I'm using my Tradeify live account as my lead account, and then I'm just copy trading them all. DMG on the fantasy football app. Hit me up with are you on my Discord, Alice? If you're in my Discord, send a message real quick and then I'll screenshot your name. Because I don't really even know how to check messages on that app, to be honest. I have to sneak trades at work. My days off are Thursday and Friday, so then I feel like I have to trade. Fill that. Have you experimented with trying to take like an overnight trade, like getting into a trade in the overnight session and like holding it? Kind of like a swing trade, like an overnight swing trade. Yes, I'm on the Discord. Okay, send a message right there, Alice. I've got it pulled up. Send a message and then I'll screenshot your name. Just send it in like the chat room. Well, I can't use Top Step. You can, it's just buggy. It's buggy. Project X doesn't copy trade well with other accounts. Too scalpy. I feel that. Yep, I used to do some trading at work. I was like so Yeah, I used to trade at work too. But like the job I was at, like had no, like it was a labor job, so like I did not have time to like be on my phone. All right, I'm kind of just waiting to see how this structure sets up through like 5 set. I mean, because we took low of day, we filled the gap last week's gap. Doesn't mean we have to reverse, but we know how NQ can be, right? It's an ugly rejection on 569 there. It's the goal of these new accounts to get paid. Yeah, the goal as far as like what the goal is, yeah, truly to like get paid, but I feel like you already know the answer to that. The true goal, or is as far as how I'm gonna approach it, is just like, yeah, base hits. Base hits. Try not to oversize whenever we take a losing trade. I notice that sometimes I do that. I'll take a losing trade and then suddenly I'm more comfortable trading double the position size than I did before. It's in DM. All right, I got you. I'll pull it up. I see you. I think TikTok already got taken down. That was quick. Yeah, they got static, bro. It's tight though. It's tight. I mean, there's no doubt that drawdown is tight. But I like that. I like that. I mean, if you're already a micro trader and you're a very disciplined like base hit trader, like why not? You know, you don't got to deal with the intraday. I didn't even know they had it either. I just looked. I was like on their website. So we got to get to 2K, and then we need to not lose $600 under, but it doesn't trail. Keyword. So now my drawdown is more like almost $800 now that I made profit. So that's cool. Dude, this market just can't really hold itself. Every time we look above 60, it just gets shot down. Base hits, yeah. Yeah, and what's cool about Trade Syncer is like if I want to trade something else, I can go over here and talk. See, I have these toggled off. They're off. They're pretty much done for the day. So then I'm on the Apex Top Step. I don't have on. I just have Top Step logged in here. There's not actually going to be any trade copying that goes on anymore with that. It just doesn't work. Yeah, 2K. Yeah, it's achievable. It's definitely achievable. And with the intraday drawdown, that's difficult, no doubt. So yeah, I think I prefer this. Like sometimes there's a lot that's just like you're kind of there's a lot you can't control when it comes to that intraday drawdown. Short the rally, I'm not opposed. I just want to get a like, can we sweep the high, then maybe see some selling back into this range and I can get in. What I don't like is getting short when price action slows down and we just see it like kind of hold levels. I get scared. We're just gonna be patient. I think we continue selling as well, but let's see. I mean, we are 200 points lower from the pre-market high. What's the trade copier called? It's called Trade Syncer. Yes, it's compatible with Tradovate. You can trade multiple different prop firms. As long as you have a Tradovate login, you can use your lead account on TradingView if you'd like, and it'll copy trade to all of your accounts. It's pretty cool. Looking for any pops to get flushed. Yeah, I like that idea. Just want to be getting in somewhere. I want to be trying as best as I can to catch the high. I don't like the little flag we're seeing. Yeah, intraday's like, there's just not much you can do. Like, you can't let it go and profit and then come back on you, which is really a pain. Yeah, you gotta give your logins to all the accounts, and then you just enable them. This is how I do it. So like connections, and then you'll you hit connection up here, and then you type in the Tradovate login they give you, and then you'll enable them here. Then you'll go to the cockpit, then you'll select your leader account. Then you just enable the ones you want copy trading, and then you got to make sure you set your contracts up here. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And honestly, Tradovate to Tradovate, like as long as we're trading Tradovate accounts, it's not usually been an issue. No rhythmic. I do believe they have that, man. I do believe, because I've seen the option. But you'll need to double check. I do believe they have that. The reason I say that is because whenever you go, if I go and try to add a connection, it gives me that option. Rhythmic, see rhythmic. Okay, we're moving higher. 580s now. So you have over 100K in all those accounts. This, how do I explain this? No, these, okay, so these are, it's a simulated account that they give you. This isn't like my money here. They give you a simulated account, and then if you can hit a profit target on it, but no, this is just a simulated balance. It's not my balance. These two are mine, but not that. Is that the rejection we're looking for? 75 leaving a wick like that? Is that what we're looking for, chat? Let's see. I'll get into, run a stop around 590. See if we can get breaking to new lows and just kind of follow the trend here. Would have liked having a limit order in the 70s a little bit better, I think. We have to respect the lower high structure if we're just looking to trade the trend. So like I will have to cut this, unfortunately, if we get past like 585 or something crazy like that. It's just the basic things that I need. Like we have to respect lower highs if we're trying to trade trends. Unfortunately, it's not really what you want to see. At least I'm not having to deal with the intraday drawdown though, like whacking out my this is yeah, we're cutting that. Keep our losses tight, but that's not good. I'm just trying to trade the trend a little bit and follow. Get out of the way. Get out of the way real quick. That's okay. We'll wait for the next setup. 580s is just a little too aggressive for me, I think. See if it holds. Yeah, we can't be V-shaping. Like if you try to get short, which the idea makes sense. I like the trade idea. But there's some things that just cannot happen for our trade to be valid, and a V-shaped move like this back through 580s, back into 590s is not it. Not it. It's way too strong of a bounce. Yeah, I feel that, man. Like the fuck. I'm just trying to trade the trend here, man. They don't make it easy. They don't make it easy. Suppose we could still reverse off of 80s. It's just, why do we have to? Just such an aggressive bounce. That's a nice move off of 84 there. You going long? No. No, no, no. Right now I'm just waiting to see what happens. It's a good chance we got liquidated just to go lower. I don't know. No, the top step account's not following anything because Project X doesn't do really well on TradeSyncer. So no, the Project X account's separate. Right now I've got my Tradeify live account copying my evals, or following, leading the evals. You know, fancy trading the start? I do. It's just, I mean, if I'm being honest, that I think it's better that I didn't trade this morning. That would have killed me. I like to let things mellow out the first hour. I think that's good. Let things just chill out for an hour. think about everything that's going on with Top Step. It is what it is, man. Honestly, I don't know. It kind of sucks, but it just is what it is. I mean, I have my other accounts, so like I don't really get too worked up about it. But it is what it's. I don't know. They haven't really. I mean, it seems like they're fixing it. They're working on fixing it. So seems like everybody that was screwed over has gotten made whole. So I don't know. I think Project X was not nearly developed enough to be thrown onto the grand stage of like the most popular prop firms, like as a trading software. I mean, it was only created like when? I don't know. All right, I think it was good that we cut because we're in an NQ bleed up. Pain in the ass market. Try to catch a short and just get screwed over. We sweep the lows and we reverse. I haven't been on with Top Step in a little bit. I told them I think we're gonna put a schedule together, but I'm not gonna be going on in the mornings anymore. I'm gonna focus on my streams. So I'm not gonna be on fast markets, but maybe after my stream I'll go on there for like power hour or something like that. I think it's better that I focus on my streams though. Up from here, I mean, we're in a bleed up. It might have been as simple as just taking the overnight lows and God, it's just, man, these 2 hourly candles are so weak that it would need to give a hell of a recovery to start to look good. God forbid we pick one direction and go that way, right, chat? That would be impossible. That would be impossible to pick one direction. We have to fucking... Yeah, you might be right. I mean, we're pulling into the 600s now. The lows are getting bought. The lows are getting bought. $230 for left for close. What does that mean? Sorry. I've yet to pass the combine. I blew my account. I think the markets closed regular time today. I don't think they close early. I've yet to pass the combine. I blew my account. I have been practice trading on it, and naturally, since it doesn't count, I have 14 successful days. Well, it seems like you're ready to give another shot, bro, to be honest with you. 14 days in a row, even on a practice account. As long as you've been practicing and stuff like that. Maybe get started on like a cheap account that still has some monetary ties to it, you know, like these Apex accounts are $20. Maybe try trading. It has very tight risk management rules, like $600 a drawdown. You're not really gonna survive it unless you trade micros. Seems like you're ready to give it a shot. Give it a shot. You can get some pretty cheap evals. See if you can replicate the same success you have on the practice account. It was good that we stepped out of the way. Bolinox is what? Yeah, but Bolinox's activation fees are actually ludicrous. Ludicrous. I remember paying like $900 to activate an account one time. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I passed it. I have to activate it, right? Jeez. Yeah, this thing's picking up volume. It's as simple as taking the overnight low and we're off to the races, chat. What in the heck? It was good to cut it where we cut it, that's for sure. This thing is fucking moving. We're picking up volume. See these candles getting larger on the move up. It's not something you want to be fading, in my opinion. Not something you want to be fading. Like volume out of this low. Where's our New Year's rally? That long was such a simple trade. Why was that long a simple trade? I'm curious to know. Just because we took the overnight low? Is that why? No, I'm actually curious. I don't know. What am I missing there? I don't know. I try to continue trading the trend a little bit. Never like to just assume that we're going to reverse. Now that we have, you know, we kept our wrist tight, cut it when we saw strength, and sure enough, now we're simply just wrong. As long as you're managing your risk, you're good. But look at this though, fucking 598 at 586, 585. What in the helly? 584, 583. This thing's getting shot, chat. Straight shot. Let's get in. Let's see. We inverse that volume to the upside. Let's see if we can inverse this move, catch that momentum back down. Can we get 570s? I'll stop it if we take that high. That's that high is enough of an outlier for me. It's like, okay, if we break that again, it's invalid. But I'm trying to get into the momentum. Let's see if we can break into the 60s here. I don't want to see the selling slow down. We came in, sellers came in, made a statement. We need to see continuation into the 70s, low 70s. Don't want to see it slow down. Be looking to TP out at like preferably under 70. Well, I don't think any of us expected that kind of rejection off of 600. Love Project X, but with all the issues. Yeah, that's how I feel too. But yeah, there's a lot of good options. That's the same way I'm looking at it. There's a lot of good options out there. Look at this. That's a beautiful rejection off 600. Can we just go all the way back down like with this same pace? I like the pace we're setting. I like the pace. Can we keep this pace? Can we keep this pace? I don't want to stall out here. It's a nice pace that we set off the 600 rejection. Lucid Flex, great deal. Yeah, use code BPC. I've got those. Look, I've got those. Working on those right now. These are Lucid right here. These 5 of them. They're very similar to Tradeify. They're really good. Now reverses again. It might Loki. Don't jinx it. I would not be that surprised. I mean, market can do whatever the heck it wants. Just trying to position myself in what's the highest probability trade. With that hard of rejection, I typically would expect to see 560s here. Let's see. I don't know the rules. I don't think much matters when you're trading evals. I don't think rules matter very much, but I don't know the rules on DCAing, but I kind of want to DCA into this. I wouldn't care if it was any other prop firm, but it is Apex. Is it 1 day to pass on Lucid? You got to check it on the when you go to select that option, you'll see the 1 day to pass. It'll say, I think it's either Lucid Direct, or sorry, the Lucid Flex or the Lucid Pro, but you'll definitely see it on there. It'll say minimum days to pass, either 1 or 2, but one of them does offer 1 day to pass. I think it's the one with the daily loss limit. Come on, bro. I like I said, I liked the pace we set off of that 600 rejection. I'm not, you know, I just want to see it continue now. I don't want to see it chop up and stall out. It's the last thing I want to see. We're stalling. We're stalling. No, I'm in short. I'm in short. Are you not using Bolinox? I haven't used Bolinox in a long time. Not in a long time. Took it off. 30 bucks. I'll get back in if I can. It's taking way too long. Way too long. Watch it break as soon as I get out. But no, I'll try to get back in. If I can get the same entry I had, I'll try to get it. Now we break. I don't know, dude. It's taking too damn long. It's just taking too damn long. How do you like Lucid? They are solid. They're solid, man. You can't sit around and wait forever. Just wait. Always get back in. But if I'm in a trade that I'm expecting it to kind of continue with that same pace that we set off the rejection, and we just chop for 8 minutes down here, I'm just going to cut it. I'm just going to cut it. You like Bolinox to mainly trade only with them? What do you like so much about them? The payout caps are... The payout caps are small. The activation fees are insane. Full porting a new 100k static? Don't... Dude. The drawdown is way too tight for you to be doing all that. Imagine TPT had a static offer. They could they could offer one. It would probably be more expensive and have a lot tighter drawdown, but they could offer one. Yeah, I think I'm done with intraday, with the exception of TPT, because I like TPT enough. I think TPT offers more as far as like after you pass the buffer, the payouts are uncapped daily, all that good stuff. So with the exception of them, I think there's not a lot of prop firms that do offer intraday, but I'm not interested in intraday. Intraday sucks. The fact that you could be like in profit on an account and still blow it is annoying. Good cut. Look at the pop. Yeah. I don't know. I have like PTSD when I'm getting a trade and then we just chop it and we just can't seem to break. It's just like, screw all that, bro. I'm not going to sit in it. The longer you sit in a trade that's not moving, the more likely you are to go red on it. Do you know that? I know that's true. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Why? I say that same thing about Top Step, Tradeify. Any of them that TPT, I praise highly. Coincidentally, those are all the firms that I've taken most of my payouts with. I do. I got PTSD. I mean, it's... You know how many times... If you sit in a trade that's like just barcoding, you're more likely to go red on that. So just take the profit. Just take it. Just take it. You still use TS Top Step? Yep, I've got them up here. I'm not trading them right now because I tried to buy the dip last night. Did not work. Yeah, with this structure forming right under 600s, I feel like we're going to see above it before maybe another reasonable sell-off. You got VWAP just 10 points higher above the high, 612. I don't know. It's a little bit more directional today than it has been the other 2 days, the last 2 days, but it's still ultimately just very choppy. I'm not getting like clean continuation. All right, I'm back in short for the break under 75. As long as we're seeing like volume in these candles and not just this BS, I'll attempt it. Trying to trade in the direction. Where are people getting in for like 55% chance this retraces? I think some traders use, I think if I heard it correctly, it's called like edge full or something, but I don't know how much weight. Look at that wick. See, we need to be getting out on that wick, not just yeah, I think they call it like edge full or something. I don't know how well that works, so I don't use it. I don't use it. See if we can get 560 here. How soon do you want to pass them? I honestly don't care if it takes. I'm like halfway on most of them. I don't care if it takes like 2 weeks. These Apex, or we're talking about the Apex ones individually. I need to get to 2K. Realistically, we'll try to make a couple hundred a day. I don't feel like it's the best. If we make 200 a day, 10 days, we'll have hit the profit target. I can probably start getting more aggressive the closer I get, though. Like the more profit cushion we can build, the more aggressive I guess I can afford to get. Apex isn't 3K. On this 100K static, the profit target's 2,000. But the drawdown's a lot tighter, but on this one, the profit target's 2,000. with like $650 a drawdown. Hey bro, what's up? Using TradeSync? Yes, I'm using TradeSync. Oh my goodness, we're like in the chop again. Yesterday and the day before. We live in the chop. I'm not really liking the structure off 580s here. Would it be best to have 5 accounts with a personal profit target low, like 200 across 5 accounts, rather than try to hit home runs with 1? Yeah, that's kind of what we're trying to do. No need to hit home runs with a lot of these prop firms. Like, you're not going to be able to take the payout anyway, so why try to hit a home run? Like, you're only taking a fraction of what you can make most of the time until you can get it moved to a live account or whatever. I feel like I'm in the wrong trade. I feel like I'm getting chopped up like yesterday. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, we can get some strong volume back into like 560s, 550s. I wouldn't mind adding. I wouldn't mind trying to add. We can get a move back to the lows, but we've got to break 570s first. It's the payout cap on the Apex static. It's a great question. I couldn't tell you. I imagine it's probably a couple thousand. I feel like the payout cap, I don't know. It's a great question. I feel like it's probably at least 2,000. We got to figure that out. You leave runners. Oh, it really depends. It really depends. I honestly, I try to implement that, but most of the time, and I even tell myself, okay, I'm gonna keep a runner. I usually just take it. I usually don't. It's not common. I find it a lot easier to just take it than to hold. Although last night I had like 2 micros on my Tradeify live account long here, which I left on a runner, and I think I took it off like there, so that was decent. I don't do it often though. I mean, I'll scale out, but I'm not really like leaving a runner in context. I'm just scaling out of the trade. We're in the chop, chat. We're in the chop. We're in the chop. We're in the chop. Guess you just gotta let it work, right? Would you recommend for someone trying to get their first payout to scale? First payout scale. First payout scale. Honestly, man, just the basic stuff. Don't overtrade. Don't over leverage, because that will be that's kind of how the death of the account comes 99% of the time, is over trading, over leveraging. That usually doesn't happen if somebody stays disciplined and trades small. Usually always comes after like they take a loss and they size up. I know that's most of the time for me how it goes. Today feels so slow. It feels a lot like yesterday and the day before. Yeah, and it's like trying to catch this trade just doesn't feel like, it feels like I'm in mud. Like, feels like I'm in mud. Getting volume out of here. Cut that. Just can't get anything right now. This might just be a day where it's like, we kind of just sit around, break even on these Apex accounts. I mean, if I can't catch, you're just kind of wicking both ways, not really doing much of anything. I take caution though when we see volume like that, 78 to 92, just got to pop out. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. What's the point of having a chat if you're not going to talk to anyone? Here we go. Here we go. We're already doing this. Said I've only worked with Top Step, just had my first payout. Really looking forward to it. Do you remember your first? Yeah, my first payout was like 8 months ago, man. With Top Step, yeah, same spot. I didn't know anything about prop firms, so yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I saw that gold did end up dumping. It was just it wasn't working out on my time. Yeah. Yep, that's how it is. Yep. Took Asia to bring it down, yeah. Sometimes it's really just a time thing. Like you could have the right idea, but it's like it's simply not gonna break that level until 7 tonight. Some random time tonight. That's how it goes sometimes, right? How long you been trading? Like 9 years, man. When and how did you get into trading? 9 years ago. I don't exactly remember how I learned about it, but I do know I traded like every single market you can imagine. Hey guys on YouTube, I appreciate the likes. Hit the follow button. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Oh my gosh. I think we're going to see 600s here. Then you got VWAP at like 612. Oh no, I got you. Hold on. Can we see 26,800 today? Definitely not. Definitely not. Might see this break above 25.6 right here. Try to time. I wonder if I could time a break. Yeah, I don't know. Try to time a break through 600. Is the intraday reversal on? I mean, it seems like it. It's a heck of an hourly candle there. This hourly's going to close in 3 minutes. Yeah, this might trade up into the VWAP. VWAP at 612. Just bleeding up. Bleeding up. I think the intraday selling's over. I think the selling's over. Earl, I see your comment. I didn't really have like an aha moment or anything like that, man. I do think prop firms have helped me be able to do trading full time. Just being able to manage like prop accounts, it has helped. But no, I didn't really have like an aha moment. Take it easy, Mike. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, I got in 6 there to see if we can trade this up to VWAP at 612. Got in at 600. That's a beautiful entry. Can we just run to 612? That worked out immediately. Look at that. Rip. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year, man. Damn, bro. That was looking good for a second. I don't think they'll care if I add into this, right? We can't pop 610. I think at this point, with how close we are, we at least get a test of VWAP. Be very surprised if we didn't. Do you live every day on January? What? Yeah, I'll be live. I'll be live every day, every morning. Precious loves to flatline when we get in the trade. All right, I added 3 more there at 604. I'm looking for the break above 610. We're right here. Can we just pop 607? Having difficulties. We're kind of stalling here. I don't love it. I don't love it. Kind of stalling out. 607, and then we just freeze. VWAP's literally here at 612. Should be getting the break right now. It's having more difficulty than I'd like to see it have here. $600's failing. Look at this volume out of 600s. Just needs to immediately get wicked back into the 600s. This looks so rough. Everything's just failing. Levels just failing. 597s won't even hold. This has to be getting bought right here if we're going to go for VWAP. It doesn't. Holy crap. Dude, chalking it up. Chalking it up. I literally can't trade this. I don't know. I'm just getting killed every day. We run up, and then the retracement just gives it all back. No micro pullbacks, no test of VWAP right there. I don't know. I don't know. I can't do it, brother. I can't. Like 2 days in a row, just this. Ugh. Can't get into anything that just 591. I don't know. What props? Literally all of them. All of them. My Fun and Futures traded by TPT, Apex, Funding Ticks, all of them. All right, final trade. If we can't hold above 600s, I'm short back to 550s. Final trade. And then we're calling it. Final trade. This action has been the hardest to trade. I know, bro. I'm not trying to sound like a broken record, but it's hard. It's hard. It's a hard fucking market to trade. Hard market to trade. It's more range. I mean, if we can just range trade, we'd be killing it, but just does not want to. I don't know. Trading's hard. Trading's hard, chat. Trading's hard, chat. Looks like we caught something decent here, though. About time. I mean, that's the idea. If we're not going to fucking hold a level. Like, I'm not just getting in there for, you know, shits and gigs, brother, man. But we're getting in there for a test of VWAP. And if we can't hold that level, then we're fucking following the trend. What's important is I'm getting out before it gets ugly. Most importantly. I'm just reacting to price. Be wrong a couple times. 71 should crack here. Trading's the hardest way to make easy money. They say that about poker. I think poker is actually a lot easier than trading. Trading's not easy, bro. Trading's not easy. Trading's not easy, brother. Okay, with this much volume to 570, like, are buyers really going to defend it, or can we just kind of slip under? Slip under. Have to be a lot of buy orders here to kind of defend against all the selling pressure. I think there's a damn good chance that this limit order at 567 gets filled. Yeah, should be. Good trade, smoke him live. Yeah, hopefully. bro. I'm not gonna play with you. Just take my fucking order. I'm not gonna sit over here and play with you. Take the order. All right, we got out of like 70. 6 left. Do I need to get out? Are we doing this right now? I might have to. It's a hell of a bounce. I gotta cover some. Have to. All right, let's see if we can keep these break even and see if we can get low day here. All right. Why didn't you copy the second live account? That's my Top Step account. It's locked out right now. I hit my loss limit on it. It's locked out. This looks uneventful. I think I don't feel comfortable holding it. Not with the buy we're seeing out of 570s. I'm just gonna cut it. All right, we're up 170. Hallelujah. Yeah, you got to take them quick. I agree. It's got to take profits quick. Gonna dump now. You know what? That has happened every single time today. I don't know. I don't like when we take a low and then just kind of hold right around. I'd rather see it just go. Just go. I don't know. Obviously, I'd like to see it just go immediately, but don't love when we take a low and then just hold around that level. So now we're reclaiming it. So we're kind of just back into the 80s now. I think it was good to get out. It was good to get out while we had profit. I think it's hard to ask for like a ton of follow through in this market, so that should be rule number 1. If I had a whiteboard, write it down, stare it in the face. This market does not want to give great follow through, with the with the exception of a move here and there. See profit, take profit, bro. If I could go back and save myself some money from the past week or two, it'd be see profit, take profit. Quit trying to hold. We are chopping. Turtle soup? It's a headache is what it is. It's a headache. Bro, am I expected to stay up till midnight today? Because I'm not gonna lie, I did not get a lot of sleep last night. Yeah, last 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It's felt like about 2 weeks, right? Something in this market the last 2 weeks has not been fun. Ever since I got back from my cruise, which was 2 weeks ago. Something happened after December 14th. Where was that? That's what I feel like. December 14th. Right about here. I guess it's not been horrible. I don't know. Okay, so somebody says you prefer 100K Apex over the 50K. Eval profit target is double. Drawdown is only 5 higher. So what you're seeing is, yeah, these are the 100K Apex accounts, but they're the static accounts. So they don't have intraday drawdown. They're the only static account, the 100K. So that's what I'm using. And I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be good. I'm liking it so far. Don't have to deal with the intraday drawdown. Up 180 on my funded, 3K on the EVA. Nice. No, I think it's important that you trade conservatively on the funded. You earned it. You got there. You earned it. Now just trade it conservative. Like literally treat it like a money account, like an account, like a trading account. You're not looking to make, you know what I mean? Mistakes happen when people try to get rich on a trade or two. I do that same shit. Like I'm not trying to get rich on a trade. Sometimes I do it. Sometimes I over leverage. Like I'm trying to become rich on a trade. Like that's gonna happen. The goal is not to become rich on a trade. The goal is to make just consistent profits. Trying to get rich on a trade is just a fast track way to blow up an account. That's funny, Zach. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, man. Practitioner? Next year, World War III? I don't know. I don't know. There will be a World War III eventually, right? World War III. Eventually. There has to be. How will there not be? Yo, Jesse, appreciate the sub on YouTube. Sorry, what'd you say? Up? I didn't see you, bro. Quit cussing, bro. Chill. Chill. Yes, the 100Ks are $19. God. You know, it's a lot to try to focus on, like, trying to make money and, like, processing all the shit I'm looking at on the screen and reading chat. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Nuclear is the deterrent. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's kind of what we... Okay. Like, with the Cold War and everything, that was kind of like, okay, this is what it is. We're not doing World War III because we got nukes. Y'all, run the likes up like Zach says. Appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Maybe we'll look to take, like, another trade. I have to go pick up Alyssa from her friend's house. Probably. 1K gets 20 accounts on Apex. That's amazing. Dude, $200 can get you 20 accounts. $200 can get you 20 accounts. That's what I spend on these static accounts, 200 bucks. I have 20 accounts with $650 a drawdown, which is not a lot, but it's a $20 account. Literally got to trade like a couple micros. We've seen this a couple times. Another really heavy rejection off the 90s. Really ugly. All right, I'm back in for a quick scalp. Quick scalp into the 60s here. Just three at 79. Okay, I don't like how that came to a screeching halt. What the heck? Keep an eye on it. I don't want to see it back above 582 there. Saw 92 to 76, and then we just put the brakes on them. The profit goal is only 2K. It's only 2K. So it's not that bad. Not that bad. I don't really love 582s here. Like, I'm trying to jump into that for a quick break at 560s. And we're stalling out here. Bidding 582s. Not a huge fan. Maybe 83 can reject. Is it 44? Yeah, these two are real. These two are live accounts right here. Just bought one using your code. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, they're a good deal. They're a good deal. For a static account, you don't got to worry about intraday. Much easier profit target. Trade the micros because the drawdown's pretty tight, but you can take a couple base hits with micros. That static drawdown's going to stay where it's at. So, I mean, it's solid. All right, I kind of feel like we're getting chopped up. Not seeing low days push. I liked the rejection off 90s, but it's not getting follow through. Story of my life. Give it a couple more minutes here, but I'm not looking to just sit and chop. Not looking to sit and chop. That would be the lower high I'd want to see for a break back into the 560s, but very well could just chop. And if that's the case, I'll just step out. It's a profit firm with the best deals right now. Tradeify has 50% off the 2550K instance. TPT is 40% off. Lucid, I think, is 40% off. Apex is doing their 90. My funded futures is like 20% off the rapid accounts. Those are pretty good. Honestly, all of them. Okay, let's see. This will probably be the last trade because I have to dip out of here. See if we can get into the 60s. Oh my goodness, how does that keep happening? I keep forgetting about it. What are you using for copy trading? It's called Trade Syncer, chat. All right. We're in the chop again. When are we ever not? And that's too strong. I'm going to cut it. Let's just call it a day. I'm going to be up like 120 on these accounts. That's fine. Whatever. I'd rather just call it a day and not continue getting chopped up. Slight green day. Whatever. Just tuning in. Okay. Appreciate you, man. I'm tuning out. It's been real. No, I'm not going to sit here and get disrespected like that. I'm not going to sit here and get chopped up again for the third day in a row. If we're not getting follow through, I'll just wait for, I think markets reopen. When do they reopen? Markets should reopen. Damn, do they reopen? Okay, so we're going to get, okay, so they reopen, damn, like on Friday at 5, I believe. Friday at 5 p.m. It should be the 2nd, I think. But I'm not going to sit here and get put in the blender, man. It's just, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's a coin toss right now. So I'm going to dip out. Appreciate you, Paul Honda. All right. Appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. I will see y'all in the next one. I don't think we're going to be live tomorrow because the market won't be open. But I think Friday, last day of the week. Tomorrow at 5. Oh, tomorrow at 5. Okay. Yeah, so Friday. Right? Tomorrow at 5. Okay, yeah, so Thursday evening.